Hey guys, it's kind of an unplanned video. I just haven't done one in a while. It's just me sitting on my bed. Yes, I know. Um, so I wanted to talk about truth versus God. Gandhi will say, truth is God. And the Bible says God is truth. But something about an atheist's argument being that you don't need a God to be good is kind of what fascinates me right now. Like, yeah, you don't need God. You don't need God as an excuse to not go kill people right now. You should just know instinctually that it's wrong. Um, but here's the thing. That's obviously wrong, but God isn't only about being a nice person. God and religion is not just about morality and what you should do. Religion is there for answers, and religion is there to answer certain truths. Okay, it's there to explain reality. Obviously, religion most of the time, from our 2019 perspective and interpretation, it's wrong. But we're reading it in a very modern way. The Bible is written in such a metaphysical and spiritual and mathematical way that today we just don't have the same kind of attitude or conception or outlook and reality to understand all the hidden codes in it. Okay? If you know anything about my channel, the Bible hides math basically on every page, like hidden math, not just 2 plus 2 is 4, but pi, e, the circumference of the earth, and the sun and the moon, but no biggie. If you want to delve into that yourself, look up Bonnie Gaunt. I'm basically one of the only people who talks about her, and Jack Flaws, another YouTuber. But anyway, my point is that the Bible is not just about, or religion, let's just say religion is not just about how to act. It's about how to think, how to perceive reality, and how to understand truth. Jesus brought grace and truth, okay? And part of being a Christian is to not close your eyes and ears whenever a scientist starts talking. It's to listen and understand how facts can't be trumped because of your conception of what reality in the Bible is. The world is not 6,000 years old. I mean, when you talk about Christians like that and then don't believe in dinosaurs, that's perfectly valid reasons for atheists to not want to look at religion, because there happen to be Christians like that, but not everyone is like that. Just like not every scientist is the same. For instance, many scientists understand the psychedelic experience as pertains to the need for transcendence and understanding that there is meaning to life and it's not hopeless. They already do psychological studies with mushrooms and people become non-suicidal and they quit drinking and smoking like it's an antidepressant. It's one of the original medicines from nature, i.e. God. But my main point with this video is to show that there is a transcendent reality, and yes, it's there to tell us how to act, how to be good, the 10 Commandments, whatever. But more importantly, God should explain reality and truth to you. It doesn't do you any good to just say, oh yeah, we'll be nice to people. But Mom, why is all this stuff happening in the world? Why do bad things have to happen to good people? And then what are you going to say? Well, because life sucks and they're just going to go to hell. No, you need to tell them because God made the world evil to test the good in us. He made it a stomping ground for the true believer to test their faith. That's the truth behind it. It's not just, well, I don't know, God works in mysterious ways. No, Isaiah 45:7 says God creates evil. He hardened Pharaoh's hearts. He created the Holocaust, and he's going to create the end of the fucking world. Because guess what? That's what the book of Revelation says. Jesus is not some nice hippie guy in sandals, y'all. He is about love, but he's also about discipline. Shit's gonna happen, y'all. It's gonna be bad for the people who were not predestinated. Okay? Then we get into another question: free will versus fate. I believe in fate because of all of the amazing things I've discovered in my life. Discovered means it was already there and I just happened to find it. I didn't create a damn thing when I understood that Machiavelli and Machiavelli, Tupac, have the same exact birth charts. I didn't create anything when I noticed Swedenborg and dimethyltryptamine trips were exactly the same. You know, I didn't create anything when I saw that 1844 had 5 different religions say the Messiah or a great teacher is going to come back, and Nietzsche said, I am the harbinger of glad tidings. Only after me are their hopes again. I didn't create anything. I just looked at it. I observed and reported. You know? That's what, people used to do. But now we just have all these distractions with racism in the media to distract you from the real spiritual fucking war going on in your own mind. Despite what private parts you have a soul you need to take care of, and a heart that needs to be good, and stop judging people on their private parts, or whether I'm a white Christian male. I didn't grow up Christian, I grew up Jewish. When I decided to actually pick up a New Testament in 2012, I said, gee, that's not what my liberal upbringing was telling me the Bible said. It says turn the other cheek. The liberal said Christians hold up God hates fag signs. That's because today's America is not a Christian nation. We celebrate pagan holidays and have idol worship, and we think we can change people by knocking on doors. Y'all don't believe in predestination. Y'all celebrate pagan Christmas, Saturnalia, Easter, Halloween, Samhain, St. Patty's, St. Valentine's, all saint Roman Catholic saints. It's the downfall of this country and the world, basically. So, but that's how God said it would go down. Okay? 2 Thessalonians 2:11, God will send a strong delusion that we should all believe a lie. And if you had pleasure in unrighteousness, then you're screwed, basically, is my translation. Because I can read Hebrew and Greek. Another thing, if we don't want to actually delve into the core root of what's going on here, which is actual end times prophecy, all this stuff in the media, even the video game industry, is succumbing to this social justice warrior agenda shit and changing the history of World War II and including more women than were actually in there. Well, yeah, it's a video game. You can do any video game you want. But if you want to do a historical video game, you're going to get canned for having women fight right next to the dudes in the same type of situations. I'm not saying there weren't women soldiers. I'm saying it was not portrayed in the way that Battlefield 5 wanted it to be. In Mass Effect, they didn't even let you choose a white guy because the creator of Mass Effect is a obvious racist. You could check his Twitter. And it's just, this is all end times prophecy, y'all. It's not just some new fad. It's not going to go away. It's going to get worse until it ends. Literally. Okay, so if y'all can deal with that, then, here's the beautiful thing. Because the world is going to shit, confirms the Bible. It confirms the satanic fucking corporations running everything, and it confirms your faith even more. These Christians are not saying the Bible because the Bible prophesied that. The Bible says you're going to have a false Christianity. There will be 2 Jesuses in the future. And there is. But it's okay, It's not my fault. It's not your fault. God made you that way. God predestined you to heaven, hell, whatever. I'm just letting you know the truth because it's not about opinion, okay? It's about truth and evidence. The evidence, after, 31 years of studying this shit more than anyone, except Jim Brown maybe, has maybe come to these, beliefs that I portray. Okay? So, anyway, I just wanted y'all to distinguish between the reason God is there is not just why to be a good person, but why you're being a good person in the first place. What's the truth? Grace and truth, okay? But I'm an Aquarius, right? So I'm all about that. Most people just want shit explained to them on a silver platter. Well, here you go. Follow the man bearing a pitcher of water. Luke 22:10. The water bearer is Aquarius, and I'm born 2/10. So hey, what's up? Holla.